Long ago, in a small mountain town, there was a harsh tradition. When parents grew too old to work or care for themselves, they were taken deep into the forest and left behind. People convinced themselves it was mercy. They said it eased the burden on struggling families. They said it was practical. Over time, the practice became normal, rarely questioned, seldom challenged. One cold morning, a young man prepared to do what had always been done. His mother, once strong and tireless, had become frail. Illness had left her unable to walk, and her memory drifted in and out like fading light at dusk. Neighbors whispered that it was time. Reluctantly, he lifted her onto his back and began the long walk into the woods. The forest was thick and quiet, the kind of quiet that presses against your ears. As he walked, his heart pounded, not from the weight of his mother, but from the weight of what he was about to do. Behind him, his mother's hands moved gently. Though weak, she reached out and snapped small twigs from passing branches, letting them fall one by one along the path. Step after step, deeper and deeper they went. At last, they reached a clearing far from town. The young man carefully lowered his mother onto the ground. His throat tightened. He tried to speak firmly, but his voice trembled as he said goodbye. He turned away so she would not see the tears gathering in his eyes. He had told himself he was being responsible, sensible, strong. But nothing about this felt strong. To his surprise, his mother was the one who smiled. "My son," she said softly, her voice thin but steady. "I love you. I have loved you since the day you were born. I carried you when you were small, stayed awake through your fevers, and prayed for you through every hardship. That love has never faded, not even today." The young man froze. "On our way here," she continued, "I broke small branches and dropped them along the path. I was worried you might lose your way going home alone. Follow those twigs and they will lead you safely back." In that moment, the truth struck him harder than any accusation could have. Even now, abandoned, powerless, left in the wilderness, her only concern was his safety. The young man collapsed beside her, sobbing openly. Shame and love crashed together inside him. Without another word, he lifted her onto his back again and followed the scattered twigs all the way home. He never spoke of that day again. But from then on, he cared for his mother with devotion and gratitude until her final breath. And when she passed, he carried not guilt, but honor, knowing he had chosen compassion over convenience. This story reminds us of something timeless. Parents are not disposable when they become inconvenient. In a fast-moving world that prizes independence and productivity, it's easy to overlook the quiet sacrifices that raised us. But strength is not measured by how efficiently we move on. It's measured by how faithfully we show up. If your parents are still alive, love them intentionally. Call them. Visit them. Listen to their stories, even the ones you've heard before. One day, you will wish you could hear them again. And if they are gone, honor them in the way you live, by extending the same patience, sacrifice, and unconditional love they once gave you. Because long before we could stand on our own, someone carried us.